Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be deck profiling Dragapult Mimikyu. Mimikyu V is a new card from Battle Styles which has the really cool ability, Dummy Doll. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may prevent all damage on this Pokemon or to this Mimikyu V by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon until the end of your opponent's next turn. So this is a really nice ability paired with the Dragapult because Dragapult VMAX is very susceptible to energy denial. It is a very strong card, 1 energy, 60 damage and goes through all effects, and 2 energy, 130 and place 5 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon any way you like. But since Psychic doesn't have great acceleration right now, if it gets hit with some Crushing Hammerheads or some Team Yellgrunts, it can really just struggle to set up and struggle to get attacks going. So Mimikyu V kind of helps fix that. It gives you the extra tempo so you can get your energy onto your Dragapult without having your opponent take prize cards that you don't want them to take by using Mimikyu V's Dummy Doll ability. Not only is it useful for getting tempo back with Dummy Doll, but it's also really cool for using Jealous Eyes. For 1 psychic energy, you put 3 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon for each prize card your opponent has taken. So that means you can go Dragapult VMAX if it gets knocked out. Then you can go Mimikyu V and place 9 damage counters while you set up a second Dragapult VMAX. When that gets knocked out, you can go Resist Stamp to 1 and either go in with your Dragapult VMAX you've been setting up, or just go in with your second Mimikyu V and that will prevent damage done to it too. So you can have 2 Pokemon that are preventing damage done to it a couple turns in a row that your opponent's going to have to deal with. And if they get stamped to 1, the likelihood that they have boss is very, very low. So that means if you can not prioritize Mimikyu V, then resist stamp them to 1 and go with the other one, you can sometimes just take games away like that. And that's the core of the deck. We're running the Stellar Wish engine with the 4 Skuanet for Switch. And then the rest of the stuff is pretty basic. We just have 1 Dedenne, 1 Eldegoss, 1 Galarian Zigzagoon to help with the max phantom damage, and 1 Crobat V. Moving in the trainers, we have 1 Energy Spinner, just because it's searchable with Jirachi, and it can get a whole bunch of energy into our hand if we go second. It's just like really nice. It's basically 10th energy, so you're not going to be needing that much energy. 2 energy attack and 1 energy attacks. 2 energy attack is the most expensive that we have in this deck. We're not going to need that much energy, so we can just play, instead of 10 basic energy, we can play an energy spinner, and it's just, we can get with that Jirachi. Now we're playing 4 Great Ball. 3 Communication, and 4 Quick Ball as our Pokemon search. Now, Great Ball is not a very common card in Standard right now. That's just because there's a lot of better options. But I think Great Ball is actually really good in this deck. We only have 16 Pokemon, but I found that I repeatedly, game after game, had not been able to get out my Pokemon that I wanted to get out. I couldn't get out my Dragapult turn 1. I couldn't Stellar Wish into what I needed with Jirachi. So I just added this for Quick Ball and cut down on Communication, and that was fine. As I mentioned, we have the 2 Resist Stamp to try and make our opponent not have boss, so we can take advantage of that Dummy Doll ability. 4 Switch for Skubanets for Jirachi and our Galarian Zigzagoon. And then supporters is pretty standard: 3 boss, 4 Marnie, 4 research, 2 balloon, 4 Hoarder Psychic Energy, and 5 Psychic basic Psychic Energies. So that's the list. We're going to be playing some games on this with ladder, but before we do that, I'd just like to say that this deck, if you're looking for a deck to play with new Battle Styles cards, this is the deck for you. Mimikyu Vs are extremely cheap. You can find them for like a single Battle Style pack. It's pretty easy to get. You can probably get your hands on like 2 Battle Styles packs that's trading away some cards that you have. So if you want a deck to play with new Battle Styles cards that relies on Battle Styles cards, it doesn't just, play like 2 Bruno or something like that, or, 1 Karina's Focus, then I think this is a deck for you because this Mimikyu is a real big part of the deck. So let's go ahead and get into some games on the ladder with this guy. See, we have the really cool new Battle Styles. We call this backdrop, I guess. So yeah, Dragapult Mimikyu, and let's get into a game. Opponent is Icar Summer. Now, they have a dark deck box. If this turns out to be Eternatus VMAX, I think I'm just going to scoop it up because we don't really have a good way to beat Eternatus all the other decks, we have a pretty fine matchup, but Eternatus, nope. We will get a mulligan. We will see if they have an Eternatus VMAX in their hand. But it could just be Pikarom or something, but they went first, so it's probably Eternatus. EXP, okay, this looks like Eternatus with the new EXP share and Turbo Patch. So let's see. If this is an Eternatus, I will skip it up. Okay, it's a Hoopa. They are going first, so Chaotic Swell. Let's see what they are playing. Okay, Capture Energy. Are they playing Eternatus? They are. I am out. What a first game! I mean, we don't have a real good way to beat Eternatus. If you want to beat Eternatus VMAX, you might want to look at my How to Beat Eternatus VMAX with Dragapult video. One of the best ways I think to beat it is with Galarian Surfetched V, but that card releases in the entire next set in a couple months. We still got a few months to go before that card comes out. But when that card does come out, I'll definitely add it to this deck. So let's see what we're up against this time. Hopefully it's not another Darkness deck. That's my mulligan. Let's see what my hope. Okay, so we're up against Mad Party Dewgong. This should be a pretty favorable matchup. We have the Mimikyu, which they can sometimes have a hard time getting around. And we also get to just place 5 damage cards, which can knock out Bunnelbees and Sinestes. And we are going first, so, you know, the more the better. We're going to go Great Ball. Okay, we got our Dragapult V. I'm going to be surprised if they're conceded here. I'm just going to attach Stellar Wish, take a trainer card. I think I'll just take this Quick Ball and just pass here. See what my opponent is going to do here. Since Dragapult VMAX is a new Psychic type from the Sword and Shield area, it is no longer weak to Psychic, which makes this matchup significantly better, if not an auto win. Couple tool cards, Twin Energy, Evolution Incense. I'm just going to get like a Mr. Rhyme and then Researcher Dedenne. Yes, there's Dedenne. Discarding Triple Acceleration Energy and Mad Party. So that is 20 damage in the discard pile so far. There's the Seal. The Dewgong list is a little bit outdated. Remember, Little Dark Fairy did pretty well in tournament. This Dewgong Wheezing Mad Party deck. But so just gonna Mad Party for 20 damage. Okay, we have our second energy. And how much HP is 80? Then we just go KO on this, KO on this. To be honest, I think we'll just go Quick Wall. We'll just discard the research here. Give ourselves a random Pokemon to calm away into the deck. We know that they have a Poltegeist in hand, so I'm just gonna knock that out. We're just gonna knock out that, but also Marnie it away, so they'll have maybe a hard time getting that into their discard pile or to evolve with another Sinistea. Okay, no switch or scoop up net. We still have access to Stellar Wish. Okay, we'll take the Great Ball. We just have to find a single Pokemon and we'll be able to go ahead and get Dene. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and get the Dene GX. Play another one, grab a second Dragapult V, bench that guy, and then the Dene changes his hand away. Hopefully we can get ourselves a switch card. Ooh, we don't. So the question is, do we go for the Crobat? I think we will. I think we'll just use this Quick Ball, see if it's even in the deck. Okay, so we prize it. So we're going to totally whiff this. I think we just go ahead and get another Jirachi. Pass. That was unfortunate. We whiffed switch. Presumably we had about 8 in the deck. So there's a Chaotic Swell. It's fine. We don't play any stadiums. If you want to play a stadium in this deck, you can. In my original list, I played a single Power Plant and a single Mars Shadow, just so you can turn off. They don't even get the KO here. They're having a real hard time. So Power Plant can turn off Jirachi GX from the Urshifu deck, so you can have a better matchup against those guys. So I think we're just going to attach this Dragapult V, use this Stellar Wish. Hopefully you can find a switch out. No, but we do find a Marnie. So we'll just take that. Fortunately, I think we will have to Marnie, just because our hand is not too great either. We're just going to quick ball, thin out this Dragapult V, pop it on the bottom of the deck, bunch the other Jirachi and just Marnie them. So that's a little bit unfortunate. But okay, so there's this Goonet and the switch, so we will be able to get the KO here. I think we're going to evolve that guy. I think we're just going to actually Goonet this guy, go into the other one, Stellar Wish on this one. I think we'll just take the switch. So we can go into another Stellar Wish next turn if we have to. Bench the other one. And we're not going to use this one. We want to save the switch just in case we have to draw cards next turn. But we're going to max Phantom. And which I think we'll just take the knockout on their Bunnelby. And place another damage counter there. So if that ever evolves into a Poltergeist, we can take the knockout on that from the bench. So okay, U-turn board. So there is the Poltergeist and another Bunnelby. So I can't imagine staring down a giant Dragapult VMAX with Mad Party. It just seems like such a bad matchup, especially a Dragapult VMAX with 2 horror psychic energies will take a knockout on the Bunnelby if it ever gets into it. This matchup just seems so bad for Mad Party. So we're gonna T-break. How many Mad Partiers do they have in the discard pile now? 6. So they're dealing 120 damage to my Dragapult VMAX. Next turn we might just boss KO those? I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll just... Okay. So yeah, I think... okay, so they give up. I do not blame them. That matchup is either very, very unfavored or an auto loss. Let's get into another one here. So hopefully, once again, it's not an Eternatus deck. Because we cannot beat Eternatus, unfortunately. Opponent looks like his hipster swag here. See what deck they are playing. Okay, so I'm going to go first. Start is pretty good. We have some couple great balls. We have a couple Pokemon communication and a switch. We might be able to get a Jirachi. Go into that. Start Stellar Wishing. See what deck they're playing. Crobat. Could be Eternatus. But we will have to see. Okay, so they're going to quick ball. Communication. Still be maybe sent to Scorch. Colossal. Okay. This matchup is fine depending on if they're playing Cheryl or not. So I think we will just Great Ball. Hopefully we hit a Pokemon. Okay, take the Dragapult. We don't want to reveal the Mimikyu. The really cool thing about Mimikyu is that it is a surprise. We want the surprise factor. Mimikyu, not very many people are expecting Mimikyu V and Dragapult. Just because the set, number 1, is so early, and number 2, this deck has not seen any success, so people won't be expecting it. So I think we'll just go into the Jirachi. We'll take the... I don't know. I think we'll just take the research here. And we'll attach and then pass. Yeah, I think we'll just pass here. If you hit a Pokemon off this Great Ball, then we can comment away, get it our VMAX. And then employees research. Depending on what we draw off this Great Ball or off the top of the deck, though, we're probably just going to communication away to send it. Okay, so we're getting Marnie. So none of what I just said mattered. Hopefully we cannot draw into dead hand. Okay, the hand is fine as long as they don't KO us here. Okay, so yeah, we are in a fine spot. We'll just bench the other Dragapult. We will Stellar Wish. Yeah, we'll take the Quick Ball. We will net this Jirachi. Put up the V. I think we'll just bench this. Do we want to get rid of the Scoop Up Net? We'll just get rid of the boss here. Stay the scoop of net. We have... Okay, so we're going to take Crobat over to Dene. We might just be able to boss, get an early hit in on that, which will be really nice. We also do resist fighting, so hopefully we can hit VMAX. Okay, nice. So we are in a fine spot, to say the least. They have a dead hand, and we are going to boss and hit this with Max Phantom. I think we'll put the damage on the Crobat. Yeah, I think we'll just put it all onto that Crobat there. See what my opponent can do. They have a 4-card hand, presumably not very good cards, because they went Marnie, attach a couple things, pass. Okay, so we'll be able to get off. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna try and take a couple prize cards here. Fortunately, that's pretty good for us, because our hand was dead already. So now we can go into the Jirachi and scoop that up. Hopefully we can get a Marnie or research off of this. Okay, so we'll just put up the Jirachi. And I think we'll just Stellar Wish. There's a Marnie. I think we will we'll just scoop this guy up. Put up our Dragapult. We will Energy Spinner. Start setting up our second VMAX. We still have our Mimikyu, so just stamp the card we definitely want to save. And then we will just Marnie. So as of right now, my opponent thinks we are just playing a straight Dragapult deck. They do not know that we play the Mimikyu V. So we want them to be not prepared. Maybe throwing away boss's orders when they think they don't need them, but they actually do. So I think we'll just Max Phantom here. Hit this Crobat again. Oops, that was a misclick. Well, no, we'll just do that. That can help for my misclick. We're gonna want to put 3 damage counters on this guy anyway. Eventually. This guy has even more HP. This guy would have been knocked out, but unfortunately, they have their buff padding. We do not play a tool scrapper. So I believe they just got, they got the Dene, so they will be able to grab a nude hand. Oh, they accidentally clicked no. That is very unfortunate. That is so annoying when your opponent misclicks. So annoying. So I think we will do one last game with this Dragapult Mimikyu deck, and then we will call that a video. So hopefully, once again, we can hit not Eternatus. If we do hit Eternatus, I'll just start another one. So it looks like we're up against another vegan. Kind of funny how casually I can say that, because his name is actually another vegan. Okay. So he will be going first. They will be going first. Could be up against a mirror match. They have themselves their own Dragapult coin, or a Dragapult coin. I don't have a Dragapult coin, but we do mulligan to a couple Jirachis. So we will start that mulligan 4 times. Oh boy. Okay, so they're going to have a second bench poke. Okay, so we're up against Dragapult Catterday, looks like. I'm not so sure about this matchup. I haven't played this before, so we'll have to see how this goes. They're getting the first energy attachment down, which right off the bat is not great. Okay, so I think we'll just start off maybe with this Great Ball. There is our Dragapult V. We'll bench the other one. Stellar Wish. Marnie? No. Communication. We'll take it. I think we'll just switch to our other guy. And I think we'll just Quick Ball. Maybe away. Yeah. Away the other Quick Ball and grab ourselves a Dragapult. A Crobat. Draw some more cards. I think we'll just play this Great Ball. We don't want that. So we're just gonna Crobat here. And there's an energy. We will Stellar Wish with this guy. We'll grab that net, and then we'll just pass. Hopefully, they don't have Energy VMAX Boss in their hand. That would be very annoying. Okay, so there's the VMAX. There is a Persian. There's the energy. Come on, please don't have boss. That would... Okay, research. Okay, well, so we are in a fine spot. And I believe this... Oh, yeah, this has 100 HP. That is really, really nice. Because 2 max phantoms will take a knockout on that guy. Which means that their Espers will no longer be able to attack for free. So they're getting down that Esper. But I think it depends on if we are able... Okay, so they're probably going to put 5 damage counters here. I would be surprised if they didn't. Okay, so we're putting 5 damage counters onto the Dragapult. We are just missing energy for an attack here. And probably just going to hit this Persian. That is a Dedenne. We'll just Stellar... Okay, Energy Spinner. So we are guaranteed the attack with our Dragapult VMAX if we want it. So I think I'll just... Yeah, I'll just net this guy. Put up this. I'll comment away and get our VMAX out of our deck. And I don't think I'm going to play the boss. I think I just could con this in and get... I think this really depends here. I think we'll just guarantee ourselves the attack with the spinner. And save this boss, maybe. No, I think, yeah, we'll play the spinner, and then we'll con this in the deck. And could take a knock on the Esper, but I think I'm just going to thin this out of the deck and then research. We'll get that guy and then just research. Okay, so that's the... So yeah, we'll bench this one. And probably just max Phantom here. So we'll max Phantom, we'll hit the Persian for 5 damage counters. And then they'll hit us, we'll hit them, and eventually one of us will be able to take the knockout first. I believe with the Horror Psychic Energy that they will be able to take the knockout first. But we have Mimikyu. Mimikyu will be able to take the knockout. Ooh, Escape Rope. That's pretty cool. I mean, we could... Yeah, I think we're just going to go into Jirachi here. Because this guy has 3 retreat. That's a really cool card in this deck, actually. So they could use Esper and do some damage to us. Okay. So they're going to Marnie us. Fortunately, they're Marnieing away our Mimikyu V. Sand is not as great. Okay, Crushing Hammer. Tails. Great. Now, if they end up not hitting us, they end up just hitting our Jirachi. Okay, it looks like they're just going to hit us. Our Jirachi with Max Phantom. That is what we want to see, because I think now we can actually knock out this guy before they can knock out us. And we will knock out that Persian. Okay, so we take 40 damage from their 2 Horror Psychic Energies. Then we go up to 150. And then they hit us. And that is not a knockout, so we are in a fine spot here. I think I will just max Phantom and take a knockout on the Persian. Yeah, so we're at 150. We'll not get KO'd, but we will get KO'd if we hit into them again. So that's something that we want to keep in mind. If they don't get down another Dragapult... Okay, so there is another Dragapult. And just a research. Another Escape Rope. That is... Oh, so they just knock us out now. Well, I think we can... No, I don't... This... Okay, so they can't... So they're going to knock us out here. And I think we can just knock out their... Ooh! Okay, they didn't get their Persian. Um, that is pretty nice for us. We will just attach, treat, and then we'll just, okay, we'll grab that. We'll be able to, so this thing is 260. Yeah, we can take the knockout on both of those. And since we still have access to our Mimikyu Vs, and then we can probably just play a boss and hit something for 150 with our Mimikyu. I believe this is a knockout, right? Yeah. So now we can max fan and we can take a knockout on both of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, and that'll be 4 prize cards. And I think we have the tempo to win this game. We have everything that we need for Mimikyu in this hand and a boss. So I think this game is probably wrapped up. There's another Esper. I wonder how many of those they play. Yeah, so probably just play 2 or 3. Okay, so unfortunately they're going to Marnie us out of it. But if they do find another escape rope, then they'll be able to take knockout on this with Earkinesis. Do they have? Okay, so there is another escape rope. We have. We don't need boss anymore because they're going to attack us with this. So I think we just go with this because we have our scuba net in our hand. Another Earkinesis. Our Dragapult VMAX. And now all we need is an energy to wrap this game out. I'm pretty sure we have the Dene in our deck, so we should probably hit it. I don't know how many energy we're down. Yeah, we are down only 3 energies. So we'll just scuba net this guy, bring up this. I mean, it doesn't really matter where we're at. I guess we'll hit this. Do that, and then hope that we get an energy. Oh no. Well, we whiff. But that is fine because we have another one in hand. We can go stamp to 1. And just hope that we can top deck something. That is not good. It's an unfortunate whiff. But hopefully we can talk to something that can help us get the game. We will be able to have another Mimikyu in case we don't find it. So they're just going to Earkinesis this for 20. And, okay, now we get it. Something well played. And Jealous Eyes will place 150 damage on his Esper and take the game from there. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Dragapult VMAX Mimikyu, I think is definitely a very powerful deck, especially with battle styles, or in the standard format, because I originally actually came up with this idea for the Sword Shield On format. But I was like, this deck is just a billion times better in regular standard because we have access to Reset Stamp. Reset Stamp, I think, 100% totally ties this deck together. But I am, of course, working on a version that is in Sword and Shield On. And you guys saw that in my last video with the gameplay video. And I plan to do deck profiles for those and another one of those gameplay videos soon, hopefully featuring a new Battle Styles deck. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys liked it, don't forget to click the like button. And if you guys want to see more, don't forget to click subscribe because I upload a whole bunch of Pokemon trading card game decks and gameplay videos. But that's going to be it for today's video. Dragapult Mimikyu. I will see you guys in the next one.